All right, thank you guys. And following Monday's sports wagering action, we are 3-0 in our last three college basketball tier package picks on BrockPage.com. $1,000 bettors are up over $2,700 during that span. And as always, guys, all the picks that I give out on my website, they're my personal plays, games that I personally have action on. We have packages beginning at just $1.99. And with that, I just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to the video. My name is Brock Page, and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. And if you find yourself enjoying this video here today, please feel free to give it a thumbs up by smashing that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. I'd love to connect with you on a daily basis. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into some NHL action. We're going to start with the Wild taking on the Jets, 7 o'clock Eastern puck drop on Wednesday, February 16th, 2022. Minnesota's minus 150 on the road with the total at 6 goals. Cam Talbot is possible for Minnesota. Connor Hellebuyck probable for the Jets. Now, Connor is actually putting up some pretty decent numbers this year despite Winnipeg's current record. Hellebuyck's coming into Wednesday's start with a .281 goals against average and a .913 save percentage. Winnipeg's allowing only 2.9 goals per contest, and they're also in the top 10 in fewest home goals allowed. So these guys are playing some pretty good defense in front of their home fans. Now they're taking on a Minnesota club who cashes on the puck line in just 50% of their road games. So if you're looking to maybe get a little bit more equity and lay that puck in a half, it might end up costing you. These guys haven't been great against the puck line on the road. And in addition to that, as good as the Wild's been offensively, they do have a few soft spots defensively. And as a matter of fact, Minnesota's allowing nearly 34 shots on goal a game when they travel. So if that netminder has a bad day or even a little bit of an off day, that's a lot of chances to be giving to your opponents. But anyway, injury-wise, Foligno and Dumba are questionable. Bjugstad is still on the IR. Meanwhile, for the Jets, Sandberg is still out indefinitely with an upper body injury. Now, total-wise, 4 out of Winnipeg's last 6 fell under the number. 60% to the under in their last 10. Meanwhile, Minnesota's 4-2 to the under in their last 6 on the road. Unders recently against the likes of Carolina, Chicago, and this very Winnipeg team. I'm going to lean toward the Winnipeg Jets plus 1.5 and the under 6 goals. Next matchup, Panthers versus the Hurricanes, 7:30 p.m. East. Both teams are minus $1.10 with the total at 6.5. Freddie Anderson for Carolina, Sergei Bobrovsky for Florida. And although Bobrovsky's been spectacular this season, the Panthers did lose contests recently with the likes of the Rangers, Kraken, and Calgary. Now, the Panthers are also, they got the W in just 9 out of 21 road games this season, and they're allowing nearly 33 shots on goal per contest. They're taking on a Carolina team who's in the top 10 in the league in scoring. They're led by Sebastian Aho, who scored 21 times already and has 27 assists. Meanwhile, Andrei Svechnikov, he scored 20 times himself, along with 44 total points. And when it comes to defensive play in this one, the Canes lead the NHL in fewest goals allowed per contest. Freddie Anderson, he comes into Wednesday's game with a 25-7 record and a .204 goals against average. And when it comes to saves, Anderson's got himself a save percentage of .929. Now, injury-wise, Gardner's still out indefinitely for Carolina. And when it comes to the total in this one, the Canes did go 60% to the over in their last 10 outings. They also saw 6 out of their last 8 meetings with Florida get over the line. Meanwhile, the Panthers went 60% to the over in their last 10 themselves. I'm going to lean toward Carolina minus $1.10 and the over 6.5. Next matchup, it is going to be Ducks versus the Flames, 9:30 Eastern start time. Calgary's minus 180, totals 5.5. Jacob Markstrom for Calgary, Johnny Gibson for Anaheim. And as good as Gibson's been this year, the Ducks are allowing 36 shots on goal a game when they travel, and they also have a losing record on the road. And when it comes to offensive production, well, Anaheim scoring only 2.9 goals a game, so certainly some problem areas on both ends of the ice. They're taking on a Calgary team who actually leads the NHL in fewest home goals allowed. You cannot score against them in the Saddle Dome. Jacob Markstrom, he has 20 wins thus far in the year, along with a 212 goals against average and a 926 save percentage. Now, the Flames are also limiting their competition to just 25 shots on goal a game at home. Defenseman Oliver Killington's a plus 25 when he's on a shift. Now, total-wise, Calgary went 60% to the under in their last 10 meetings with Anaheim. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. Meanwhile, the Ducks saw unders recently with Detroit, Ottawa, and Colorado. I'm going to lean toward Calgary, minus $1.80, and the under 5.5. Next and final matchup, it is going to be Avalanche versus the Golden Knights, 10 p.m. Eastern start time. Vegas is minus $1.20 with the total at 6. Robin Lehner for the Knights, Darcy Kemper for Colorado. Now Kemper's 23-5 with a 245 goals against average and a 918 save percentage. Now the Avs allow only 2.8 goals per contest, and they're also 13-6-2 on the road. Now offensively, Mikko Rantanen, he has 24 goals and 31 assists. Meanwhile, teammate Gabe Landeskog, he also has 22 goals himself, along with 48 total points. Now, Colorado currently finds themselves in the top 3 in the NHL in scoring on average per contest. They're taking on a Vegas club who allows way too many goals at home. As a matter of fact, Vegas is in the bottom 10 in the league in home goals allowed. They've also suffered losses recently to the likes of Calgary, Florida, and Carolina. When it comes to the total in this one, the Golden Knights are 17-9 to the over at the T-Mobile Arena. They're also 63% to the over for the entire season at any location. Meanwhile, the Avs on the other side of things, they are 14-7 to the over in their road games this year. I'm going to lean toward Colorado plus $1 and the over 6 goals. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. If you guys do end up getting a membership here today on my website, just keep in mind you're going to get billed the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. So if you do end up getting a membership here today on my website, you're going to get access to those picks all the way through the end of February. You can also opt out at any time. And if you want to get access to every single pick that I give out on that website, you're going to want to sign up for my board member tier package. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Tuesday or Wednesday to you, depending on when you're watching this. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.